a slow, eerie zoom into an empty, overgrown settlement. Wind whistles through dilapidated wooden structures. The camera focuses on a single wooden post, weathered by time, with the word CROATOAN crudely carved into it. The scene is heavy with silence and mystery. In the annals of American history, few stories are as haunting or as stubbornly unresolved as that of the lost colony of Roanoke. What began as a bold new chapter in the age of exploration ended in a whisper, leaving behind a single, cryptic clue carved into a lonely post. Over 4 centuries later, the silence surrounding the fate of more than 100 men, women, and children continues to echo, fueling a mystery that has baffled historians and captured the imagination of generations. The story begins not with an ending, but with a hopeful, sun-drenched promise on the edge of a new world. The year was 1587. On the shores of Roanoke Island, off the coast of modern-day North Carolina, a group of 115 English colonists envisioned a new life. Filled with the promise of land, opportunity, and freedom, they set to work, felling trees and raising the first modest homes of their settlement. The air was thick with optimism and the sounds of construction, a stark contrast to the silence that would later consume it. Among them was Eleanor Dare, who gave birth to her daughter Virginia Dare, the very first English child born in the Americas. Her birth was a symbol of a bright future, a testament to the colonists' dream of planting permanent English roots in this vast, untamed continent. But their fledgling community was isolated, and supplies quickly began to dwindle. The governor of the colony, John White, who was also Virginia Dare's grandfather, made the difficult decision to return to England. He was to gather essential provisions and more settlers, promising a swift return to his family and his people. As his ship sailed over the horizon, the colonists stood on the shore, watching with a mixture of hope and apprehension. They trusted in his promise, believing his journey would be a short one. They could not have known that this departure was the last time any of them would see an English ship, or that their governor would be gone for 3 long years, delayed by England's war with Spain. When John White finally returned in August 1590 on his granddaughter's 3rd birthday, he found a scene of unsettling emptiness. The settlement he had left bustling with life was now completely deserted. The houses had been carefully dismantled, not violently destroyed. There were no human remains, no shallow graves, no signs of a struggle or a desperate battle. It was as if the entire population had simply vanished into thin air. The only clue left behind was that single mysterious word carved into a palisade post: CROATOAN. An agreed-upon distress signal, a Maltese cross, was nowhere to be found, suggesting the colonists had not left under duress. What happened to the 115 souls of Roanoke? The CROATOAN carving pointed to the most plausible theory, that the colonists, facing starvation, sought refuge with the friendly CROATOAN tribe on a nearby island, now known as Hatteras Island. They may have assimilated over time, their English heritage slowly dissolving into the local Native American culture. Other more grim theories persist. Perhaps they were attacked and wiped out by a less welcoming tribe, their bodies lost to the wilderness. Or did they make a desperate attempt to sail back to England in a small boat, only to be lost to the unforgiving Atlantic Ocean? Each possibility is a thread in a tapestry of speculation, yet none has ever been definitively proven. The scene transitions to a modern, sweeping drone shot of the North Carolina coastline at sunset. The waves gently crash against the shore and the vast, dense forests stretch inland. Today, the wind still whispers through the trees on Roanoke Island, carrying with it the secrets of the past. The fate of the 115 colonists remains one of America's oldest and most profound unsolved mysteries, a ghostly question mark hanging over the very beginning of the nation's story. Archaeologists continue to search for answers, hoping to unearth a fragment of pottery or a rusted buckle that might finally solve the puzzle. But for now, the lost colony remains just that, lost to the mists of time. Its story a chilling reminder of the fine line between a promising beginning and an enigmatic end.